In the data set that we've collected and have been analyzing some cloud services, the cloud is not a cost panacea, and there's
right.
Without naming names, what we've found is the cloud service and the business model that cloud service provider exposes has different levels of cost depending on the nature of the application that you're going to run in it. So there are some cloud service providers where if you are running temporal workloads, the economics make a lot of sense based on the data that we've collected and have been analyzing. However, there are others where if you're going to run a permanent workload and move something that has uptime as one of its critical qualities, there are some service providers that are actually very high in cost. And the cost of running that in your own private cloud is actually better than it would be to move it into the cloud at this time. And the cost differences really come to the fore when you start to take an analytical approach at the nature of the workload that you have and what you want to run. And the decision as to where you want to run that really has a lot of variation today and going out for the next several years. So I want to raise that point because this is coming directly from our data set. And we're going to be publishing and blogging a lot about this as we have uncovered these types of variances that I think take the cloud conversation into a more granular discussion. And the cloud starts to look less as a panacea once you start to look at your own workloads and try to figure out where should I be running those for the most efficiency and the greatest safety.
It might not be cheaper, in other words. The cloud is not necessarily cheaper.
I do, and I think if you start to look at least the data set, and again, our worldview is strictly drawn from VMware-based workloads.
Right.
The notion that the cloud is the place that you would actually run workloads for the cost benefit really isn't displaying itself in one overwhelming way in what we're currently gathering from operations.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it highlights that there's two different types of applications. There's the kind that I think you're referring to, which are I have my application, my business application, I just want to move it to the cloud. And then there's applications that are actually better off built as cloud services for multiple companies.
Yes.
The latter, obviously, is where we play, and that's where there's tremendous economies of scale and tremendous economic benefits for leveraging a service as opposed to buying your own implementation. For individual business applications that you develop and own that you're looking at migrating to the cloud, I agree with your points, John, that in some cases it'll have benefit, in other cases it may not.
Yep, right. Absolutely. I mean, I think it's the other significant advantage of actually a cloud service is really the ability to look at data across tenants. So one of the things that in general we've been sort of looking at is today if you go to an organization and ask them about cloud utilization or cloud security, their knowledge is very limited, even within their vertical or across the board. And one of the benefits of actually us, even running an analytics service in the cloud is that we can look at trends not just for one customer, but baseline it across customers. And that provides tremendous value. And this goes back to the point that it's not just the economies of scale from a delivery perspective, but the fact that data can be baseline and feedback can be provided that's much broader than just one sample set that you deal with.